Hold up one second. All right, welcome to Elite Late Model Racing Club YouTube Live. All right, I want to give a shout out to two of my friends here, Burketti3 and David Wallace 17. We're gonna put some setups on here. I'm gonna start at Bristol. I'm gonna run my way through all 8 dirt tracks on the NASCAR Heat 3. Not gonna spend a lot of time on each one, so if you need these, just go back to the live stream. You can pause the video, get the setups. But I'm gonna try to hook everybody up right now. These aren't the best setups that are running right now, but they are really good and they are competitive. They're still gonna keep you up there in the top, running with some of the best. All of my setups are within a tenth of a second out of the lobby leaderboard. So just keep in mind that my setups work for me. They might not work for you. So just remember, if you put my setup in, you might have to adjust a few things here and there to make it more comfortable for you. I like to run my car loose. To me, in real life, loose is fast. So if you don't like your car loose, you want a little bit tighter. You might want to maybe just adjust the wedge a little bit, or
Well, do you have
but
one
you
for
want them
Tagger?
every setup I give you. Yeah, I'm gonna give every setup from Bristol all the way to the end. All right. So every setup I
Ooh.
give, just remember, if you want your car tight or you want your car loose, if that's the only problem you have with my setup, do not touch the spring setup. Do not touch the tire pressure. Do not touch the clicks. And do not touch the miscellaneous settings. The gear ratio, same thing. Do not touch it. I have the best gear ratio that you will get. Your car will run at the top RPMs with the highest maximum amount of speed that you can get out of it. Okay? If you're having a problem with handling, the only thing that you want to mess with is your front end weight and your wedge. They're the only two things that you want to mess with. You adjust those to what is comfortable for you, and I promise you, you'll be running laps as fast as me, if not faster.
Well,
So,
you saying that, you could also, if it's too loose for you, just add a little bit of front sway bar, like a
nah,
click.
don't, no, no, don't even mess with the front sway bar, because the front sway bar is going to make your ass end loose, and the rear sway bar will make your front end loose. So if you just leave my
No,
sway bars where they're at, and you just adjust your, like, if you want your car to really dive in the corner, like I normally do, I usually put my front weight up a little bit higher, but I drop my wedge really low because my wedge will make my car really loose, but putting the front end weight really high makes my nose dive in. That's how I normally do it. So if you don't want your car to be loose and you still want to be able to dive into the corner,
what'd you do, buddy?
maybe adjust the front end weight a little bit and adjust the wedge a little bit. But I'm telling you, just the front end weight and the wedge. If you just mess with those, I've actually come across a few people. Actually, Bristol. Speaking of Bristol, we just ran my first league race on Bristol. I gave my setup out to someone. He adjusted his wedge and his front weight, and he whipped the shit out of me. I mean, he made me look stupid. He finished third. I finished eighth. I mean, I couldn't keep up with anybody. It just depends
I
on the
also
kind of
think people
style
things.
and how you want to race. But here we go. All right, we're gonna start at Bristol. My Bristol is not my best track. I'll be honest with you. At Bristol, my fastest lap at Bristol is a 15:072. Or I'm sorry, a 15. Wait, hold on, a 15:572, and that is in practice. It's not on the leaderboards. That's what I ran in practice. It was a clean lap. I wasn't bouncing off the AI or anything. Um, but prior to that, I ran a 15.896. So I made about a 2/10 adjustment on my setup. I made my car a little bit tighter in the corner so it gripped better. But what you want to do on every single track, the most important thing is you want to make sure that your front left spring is as high as you can get it, and your right rear spring is as high as you can get it. Because when you go in the corner, if your front left is lifting, it's going to put pressure on the right rear. And with your right rear being as high as it can be, it's going to dig your right rear tire into the track and give you more traction coming out for acceleration. So, alright, here we go. We're going to start on Bristol. I preferably, when I do my custom setup, I like my stability all the way on loose. I run every single track on loose on 9. Alright. For my shock settings, I run a left bumper 5, left rebound at 12. Right bumper 5,
Hold
right
on,
rebound at 14. A lot of people are going to be confused by this setup. I know a lot of people right now are running like 3 5s or 4 6s, seems to be what's trending at the moment. But I'm telling you, if you run this setup, as cockamamie as it may sound, this is going to feel the most comfortable on the track. Your car is going to feel smooth. But like I said, the only thing that you really need to adjust on this setup is your front weight and your wedge. That's what's going to make the difference in your car, whether you want it to dive in and slide or whether you want it to grip more. But if you run this exact setup, the only adjustments you make are to the front weight and the wedge, you're going to run the fastest times that you ever ran on this one. Okay?
Alright,
So
hold
let's
on.
start. Let's
What
start.
was your setup here?
Hold on. I can't spend a lot of time on each one. I'm doing all 8 tracks in one sitting. Alright? If you need to come back to it, you can come back to it. Just go to your YouTube video. You can pause it, screenshot, whatever you gotta do. But I gotta hustle. I can't spend a lot of time on each one. I gotta keep interest. Because we got, a lot of people are looking at this. They don't want to spend 2 hours, trying to get all these setups. People are impatient. 10, 15 minutes is the maximum amount of time they want to spend on their video. Sorry. Here we go. Shock settings. It's live on screen right now. I'm going to go from top to bottom. We go 5 clicks, 12 clicks, 5 clicks, 14 clicks. 10 clicks, 12 clicks, 5 clicks, 14 clicks. That's your shock settings. I know it sounds kind of random. It doesn't really seem like it makes much sense. Give it a shot. Report in the comments what you think, how you feel, how the car's running for you. I promise you, you're not going to have a problem. The car is going to move really good in the corners. You're going to be fast on the straights. Weight settings. For me, I put my left weight almost on every track. The only track that I put to change this is on Jefferson. Because Jefferson, there's not a lot of left-hand turns. But my left weight is at 54.2% on every track on every Jefferson. My front weight, I put at 50. That gives me just enough to kind of dive the nose into the corner. My wedge is at 48.5. It keeps my ass end a little bit loose, so that way I can still kind of have a little bit of motion in the corner. Ride height is a 6 and 8. I've seen a lot of people running 5s and 6s, 6s and 7s. I don't think it really makes too much of a difference, but 6 and 8 seems to be where it works the best for me. For my spring settings, I run a 280 on the left front, 200 on the right front, 160 on the left rear, 240 on the right rear. Now, a lot of people are like, well, why do you run such a low spring on your left rear? Well, if you think about it, your left rear really isn't doing much for you. The most important tire on your car when you're in the corner is the right rear. So you always want to have the left front and the right rear high. So that way you're getting a lot of pressure from the left front put onto the right rear. Now for this track, I put a 240 and not a 280 because the 280 is too much. You put a 280 and your car is going to dig way too much and you're going to come out of the corner really stiff and you're not going to have the acceleration. The 240 gives you just enough grip. But you can adjust that, by like 10 either way, 230, 250, whatever is comfortable for you. Okay, tire settings. So I run a 20 on the left front, 27 on the right front, 23 on the left right, on the left rear, and a 30 on the right rear. On every track, it's a given. You want your left front and your left rear to be anywhere between 1 and 3. If you run like, say, 19 on the left front, then you want your right rear to be anywhere between a 20 and a 22. And you want to keep kind of the same gist. Same thing with the rights. You want your right front to be, say, a 25, then you want your right rear to be no higher than a 28. You'll keep about 3 pounds apart. Miscellaneous settings, you want your left camber a positive 5, a negative 5. Front sway bar. This you can adjust, but I recommend don't go no lower than a 1315, but a 1585 seemed to be what was best for me, and the car handled better for me. I didn't have to really kind of jerk around the corner and fight to keep it straight. It really wasn't too loose. No rear sway bar. Your rear sway bar is going to make your front end loose. And when you make your front end loose, there's no point in having your front weight higher. If you want to run your front weight really high, then you definitely want to put your rear sway bar on. Because your rear sway bar adjusts the looseness of your front end, your front sway bar adjusts the looseness of your rear end. Left track bar, I put it at 12. Right track bar, I put it at 13. My brake bias at 55. You don't really use the brake bias. You don't really hit your brakes on this track, so honestly, you can put shit at 0. And everyone always talks about your brake bias is important, but it really doesn't. As long as you don't hit your brakes, then it doesn't matter. Your brake bias is basically your brake to acceleration ratio. How many people actually use their brakes on these tracks? Grill tape, a lot of people put 0. I put 10 to 15% on every single track. They say late models don't use tape. It doesn't matter. It's a video game. This isn't real life. It doesn't quite work the same. The more tape, the tighter your car is going to get. I put about 10%. It keeps my car at a level. You know, I run cool. I don't get hot. I run 100 laps in my league, and I don't get hot. I don't know reason. For my wheel lock, I put an 18. I would suggest anywhere between a 15 and an 18 on this track. You don't want to have too much counter steer, otherwise your car's going to get too slippery in the corner. Gear settings, first gear is 1.9, second gear is 0.95, third and fourth gear really don't matter. I don't know why they even put them on the game, because late models never run higher than the second gear. Matter of fact, any dirt car never runs higher than the second gear. Rear end ratio, I got it at 4.50. 4.66 will also work for this setup, but you don't have quite the acceleration out of the corner. You're faster through the corner with a 4.66, but you're not going to come out of the corner as quick as a 4.50. So that is my Bristol setup. So we're going to move on. I'm going to back out here, and I'm going to go back to the next track. I'm trying to make this as quick as possible. I know this is going to be a long video. I appreciate anybody that wants to stop in, check it out. You know, once again, you know, pop a like, subscribe, you know, leave a comment. It's Elite Late Model Racing Club. We got a lot of guys in here, a lot of good drivers. We're clean. If you guys are interested in looking to race with some really good guys, you know, definitely hit us up. We're always recruiting. We're always looking for better drivers. There's a lot of shitty people out there, so, you know, the best we can do is just find the best crew that we can to run with. And there ain't nothing better than getting online and just knowing you can jump into 5 different lobbies and you're not going to get crashed. You know, you're not going to have dive bombers or shitbag people that just don't know how to drive. But that's what Elite Late Model Racing Club is about. We're about taking off the trash and keeping the good people in here. So, you know, like I said again, drop a like, subscribe, leave a comment. And we appreciate your feedback. But here we are now, moving on to Charlotte. This actually is a pretty good setup. I run a 14.529 on this track. But you know, like I said, that's me. I'm not the best in the game. Yeah, I think that I'm pretty good, but there's other people out here that are better. They can take my setup, and I'm sure they can run faster. But once again, here we go. This is like the basic setup for all the short tracks. You're gonna run your shock settings 3.5, 3.5. Same thing with the rear, 3.5, 3.5. Weight settings, like I said before, you want your left front weight, or your left weight at 4.2. I keep my front weight at 50. I like that nose to dive in. My wedge here is a 49.5. Front and rear ride heights are a 6.0 and a 7.0. My shock settings, I run a 280, 240, 220, 260. Once again, like I said, at Bristol, you know, you want that left front to kind of push your ass in. You lift that front left, it's going to dig that right rear in. But you don't want to run a complete 280 on the right rear, it's going to be too much. So 260 seems to be the easy. Tire settings, your left front 22, right front is 30. And once again, like I said, you want to keep within a 3 PSI radius. You know, my left front is 22, so my left rear is going to be 23. 23. My right rear is a 30. Your miscellaneous settings, your left camber is a 5.0, negative 5.0, front sway bar is going to be a 1.10. No rear sway bar on this track. Left and right track bar is going to be 14, with 45% brake bias. Once again, I run my grill tape about 10%. On this track, my wheel lock is a 16. I don't like a real lot of counter steer. This is the track where you run like you could run over the high side and you can run real fast. I don't really suggest the inside lane. I mean, it works. You can get around people that way. You know, they make a little bit of a mistake on the outside, but the fastest lane in this track is usually the outside. And then for my gear ratio, I run a 1.80 first gear, 0.90 for second gear, and a 5.43 rear end ratio. So there is my Charlotte setup. We're going to move on here. I'm going to exit back to the pit. Exit out of here. Hey, I am going to turn you over to my fiance really quick. I need to go use the bathroom. I'm going to have her set it up for the next track, and then I will come back and I will give you guys guidance on that one. Drebbing, get drebbing. Just get me into the practice mode. All eat another group on the mission. That's really quick. But alright, here we are at Dredden. Did you hit fucking default? Yes, you did. You fucked it up.
No, she didn't. She went into qualifying.
No, but she went in, but she hit square, dude. All my shit is reset.
You don't have your stuff set in the race set? What?
No, everything is set to where it's at, but if you go into your settings and you hit square, it actually resets it.
You didn't have it set to custom race setup?
Oh, there we go. Oh, you went to the wrong one. Alright, sorry. I apologize to my girlfriend, my fiance here. She's not as dumb as I thought she was. No, she went to practice settings. That's why she loved it. So, yes, thank you for bringing that to my attention. Okay, here, hold on a second. You can drink it, but I want you to dump that beer on my fucking meat in the crock pot. I'm cooking me some pot roast, some corn, potatoes, man. Let me tell you something. If you cook anything, any kind of meat you cook in a crock pot, you dump about 4 to 6 ounces of beer. Preferably a lager, but if you have like a light beer, Bud Light, Miller, whatever the case may be, dump a little bit of beer on that shit. It makes the aroma of the meat come out. It's so much more tender. Not only do I do NASCAR, but I am actually a professional cook and landscaper. I do it all. You name it. I mean, I'm a professional pussy fucker too. You know, that's on a different note.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
for anybody who's not experienced in that level, send me a message and I can give you some pointers. Start with your
God. No.
All right, so here we go. We're at Dredden. We're going to start with our shock settings. It's going to be the same as the last track. We're going to run a 3.5, 3.5, 3.5, 3.5 on our shock settings. Your weight settings, pretty much the same thing. I run 54.2, like I said, almost every track except for Jefferson. My front weight is a 50.0. Once again, I like that nosy dive in. Got my wedge at a 49.5. It keeps me loose, but not too loose. It gives me good enough traction to come out of the corner. This is a track you want to run high, and then you want to dive to the inside with a really low line. Keep your front left tire as close to that wall as you can without hitting it. I ran a 13.011 on this track. This is one of my fastest tracks. I love this track. I think Dredden is a really good track. I really wish that they would actually come out with some more tracks. But anyhow, so our front rear ride heights are going to be a 6 and a 7. Shock settings, or spring settings, I'm sorry, I apologize for that. Pretty much the same. 280 on the left front, 240 on the right front, 240 on the right, or the left rear, and then 260 on the right rear. Same thing, you want 260, another 280 on the right rear, you're going to get too much dig, and you're not going to get the acceleration on the front. Tire settings, 22 on the front left, 30 on the right front, 23 on the left rear, and 30 on the right rear. Once again, we want to keep them within a 3 psi radius, the left front and the left rear. Left cambers, or the miscellaneous settings, left camber 5.0, right negative 5.0, front sway bar is 1.0, no rear sway bar. I mean, if you want your nose to be a little bit looser, you can always put your sway bar on. But, that's something you just want to play with. Like I said, you take this setup and run with it. If it doesn't work for you, you can make some minor adjustments. Don't go too crazy or you're just going to kind of mess it up.
It's in a 13.196 on the same setup.
You're 13. You ran a what on this setup?
13.196.
13.196? Alright, so basically, I mean, it might just be the line that you're running. Do you run wide open or do you let off?
I'm running wide open.
Okay, that's your problem. Do not run wide open on this track, alright? It seems like it's faster because I know this setup makes it feel like you're just kind of rolling. But when you go high side to inside, right? You run, I know you run a pretty much similar line to me. So when you go to the high side, alright, let off the gas just when you're on the outside, right by the wall. Let off the gas just long enough to get to the inside wall. As soon as you hit the inside wall, punch the gas. You're going to shave off a good 10 off your time. I used to run wide open on this track, and I used to run a 13.315. But then Rick RC, he's actually a moderator in the community. He's a really good guy. He gives a lot of good advice. He gave me some like points, some let-off points, and some throttle points. Like, okay, this trailer you want to let off, this trailer you want to hit gas. And I started kind of running. I'm a little bit different than the way he runs, but it got me to a point where, you know, I'm 2/10 faster than where I was at. And that was just simple, you know, feedback from another driver. All right, well, let's get back to this. Real tape's going to be at 10%. Wheel lock is at a 20 deg. Just remember that your wheel lock is your counter steer. I mean, if you want your car to slide a little more sideways and you want to have more counter steer to get it back, the more wheel lock you have, the faster it's going to turn back. So, I mean, you always want to turn right to go left, or turn left to go right. I mean, that is dirt racing. You always turn in the opposite direction. That's the point of drifting. If you're turning left, your ass end's going to swing out. You have to turn right to go back. So if your wheel lock is a lot higher, if you're running like 35 deg, then you're going to have more of a turn radius. So when your ass end gets really far out behind you, you're gonna want that wheel lock to be able to get you back. But on a track like this, you really don't need to swing it out. Pretty much any track on this game, you really don't want to get sideways. Because this track is so fucking unrealistic. It's bullshit. Because in real life, loose is fast. You want to be slippery on dirt. You want to get sideways, you want to run it. But on this track, it's almost like running asphalt. The straighter you are, the faster you are. Alright, once again, gear settings, you're going to run a 1.90 first gear and a 1.0 on second gear. You can adjust that, it all depends. I personally drive further into the corner before I let off. So if you're not really, you know, drive hard, you might want to run a 0.95 where you can let off just a bit sooner. But I usually drive pretty hard, almost till I get to the corner before I let off. That's why I can run the 1.0, because it keeps me from redlining. My rear end ratio, I believe that's stock at the 486. But this is a really good setup. This is one of my best setups. This is one of my most comfortable drives. I mean, I really love this track. I mean, I run with a lot of good guys. I can run really fast. And I run with guys that run 0.9s. I mean, I can still manage to keep up with them. I mean, I'm not faster than them, but we have a good ass time. I guess that's the end of driving, right? So we're gonna move on to the next track. This video is gonna be so much longer than I anticipated. It's already at 23 minutes. I apologize for the prolonged video set, but you're getting 8 setups in one video. I will be the first person that ever gives 8 setups in one video, because you get on YouTube and, you know, you spend 15 minutes on one track. But here you are, you're going to get 8 tracks in less than an hour. So here we go. We're going to move to Eldora. Eldora is one of my worst tracks, but yet one of my best tracks, if that makes any sense. I don't like this track. I've always struggled to try to become a faster driver. But I have actually ran I believe it was a 13.25. Sometimes I get confused on whatever the first number is, you know, 13, 14, 15, but I'm borderline lobby leaderboards.
14.
It is a 14? Okay, so I run a 14.25. I run a consistent 14.3 high. So I run like a 14.38, 14.39 almost every lap. This is a wide open track. This setup that I have right here, you do not let off. I've got the gear set up. You do not overheat. You don't redline. None of that. So here we go. Setup, custom race setup. Alright, same thing as pretty much every track. Shock setting is going to be a 3.5, 3.5, 3.5, 3.5. We'll go down to our weight setting. Same thing, that 54.2. A little too much beer tonight, fellas. I'm sorry about that. I'm a little slurred. But same thing with our front weight settings. We're going to run that 50. We're going to keep just enough weight to keep that front end in the corner for us. Here I run a little bit higher wedge. I like my car to be tighter, because this isn't a track that you want to get sideways on. If you get sideways on this track, you can get left behind. So I run a 51% on my wedge. Both of my ride heights are going to be a 5.0. Once again, my spring settings are pretty much the same for all smaller tracks other than Jefferson, Bristol, and Richmond. We run a 280 in the left, 240 in the right. Rears, we run a 240 on the left and a 260 on the right. Tire pressure, once again, want to keep it moving at 3. The left front's 23. The left rear is going to be 24. And both of our rights are going to be at 30. Our cambers, both 5.0 and a negative 5.0. We want to run a 1.10 front sway bar with a 14 on our left and right track bars. I got a 55% on my brake bias. Here I run a 20% grill tape. You're not quite running as fast as normal, so I mean the grill tape, you go a little bit higher on this track because it really doesn't overheat your car that much. Even though I am running wide open, which is kind of weird because on the other tracks I don't run wide open, but I have to keep the grill tape just a little bit lower. It might have something to do with the gear setup, but I got my gear set up so I don't redline at all here. My wheel X of 15, I don't want a lot of counter steer because I'm not trying to get sideways. But my first gear is going to be a 1.0 or a 1.80, and then my second gear is going to be a 0.90. Once again, you can adjust that. You can try a 0.85 or a 0.95. I suggest keeping it where it's at. Rear end ratio is a 4.86. I have some people that are running 4.66, but they run their second gear at a 0.95. If that works for you, you can give that a shot too. But like I said, I run a 13.295 here, which is a very fast lap, very competitive. So if you're trying to stick towards the front of the back and you want to run with your buddies or people you don't even know and you want to be competitive, this is the setup for you. Alright, so we're going to back on out of here. If I hit the right button, we're going to exit to the pit where I just was. Alright, we're going to leave the track. I'm going to sip my beer while I wait for the loading. Fuck, it's exploding. Alright. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this next setup because honestly, fuck Jefferson. I don't think there is a damn setup that's actually going to work for anybody because you know what? I have worked my ass off on this track to get something down and I still can't run better than the 1.60. Alright, I've got friends that are running 105s. I see people running 103s and I'm like, that's some bullshit. They have to be running 100 laps or 50 laps, whatever the case may be, with AI because I don't see it. I mean, I run some of the fastest lines on this track and I still can't get lower than a 106. Personally, I mean, I was a little surprised that NASCAR implied a road course dirt track. I mean, it's cool. I mean, I think it's cool. I mean, once in a while, it's nice to run. But I've got my league going, which is going to be 34 weeks total, and I'm only running this track twice, but I'm not running it 100%. I'm only running it 50 because I'm not trying to make people quit my damn league. Alright, so here we go. To me, this is the best of my bar handles. I run 86, 86, 86, 86, 86, 86. You know, it's kind of repetitive, you know, back and forth, but you always want your right rebound to be a little bit less than the left. I was actually considering trying to run this track on all 8s, so that way your left and your right rebounds were going to be exactly the same because you're turning left and right. So if I am going to try that, and if it does seem to work out and I run a faster time, I will post that at a later time. Or if you guys just feel like giving that a shot, go ahead and swing it. Let me know, leave a comment, like it, whatever the case may be. Let me know if it works out better for you. Weight settings, you want 50 in the front. You don't want too much because you're going left and right. My front weight's a 48. I keep it a lot lower on this track. Like I said, same thing. You're running left and right, so you don't want to have too much front weight. You don't want to get too sideways. Keep my wedge at 50. Keep the car a little bit tighter. Front and rear ride heights are 5 and 6. Now here's the part that's going to get a little weird. My spring settings. My front spring settings are higher. The reason why I do that is because now it's applying pressure to both of my rears. So where I'm turning left and right, or previous tracks where I've showed you, you want your left spring higher and your right rear spring higher because you want that right rear spring to dig in because you're always turning left. Well, on this track where you're turning left and right, you want both of your front springs to be 260. And then you want both of your rear springs at 240. That gives you just enough pressure, so that way when you're turning left and right, you'll get enough grip, but you're not going to spin. For your tire settings, same thing. It's kind of like the springs. It kind of mirrors the image. You want to have a higher tire pressure in the front. 27 and 27, but on your rears you want to have a 25 and 25. Same thing with your cambers, you still want to run a -5 on the front, but this time you want to run a -5 on your rear as well. Your front sway bar is going to be a 1.0. Here I've learned that you can actually change your rear sway bar if you want to. I mean, it really depends on how you want your car to feel. I don't particularly run one because I feel like my car runs better without it. But, you know, if you want your front to be a little bit looser and you want your front to be a little more, I'd suggest maybe putting your rear sway bar at 600. Both of my track bars are at 12.0. My brake bias at 145. I really don't use my brakes. This is the only track in the game where some people do use their brakes. I mean, it can be helpful coming through the first couple turns there after the start stretch, but realistically, if you just let off your gas and you can make it through there, as long as you throttle it at just the right times. Here I keep my grill tape at 30 because you're really not running maxed out, except for there's one straightaway, and that's when you come off the drag strip where you might hit some red line. Your wheel lock, you want a 20. You got a lot of left and right turns, so you want to be able to have some extra steering to counter if you get a little too sideways. I run a 1.20 for my gear settings. Now, if you run in practice right now with a 1.20, when you take off, you're going to be like, what the fuck? It seems like it takes forever for you to get the second gear. The reason why I run that is not only for me, I run automatic on all my tracks, but I've got some friends that run manual, and the 120 will work for both. The reason being is because when there's so many turns, your car is kind of balanced between first and second gear most of the race. So if you're running a lower first gear, you're going to be running a higher RPM and your car's going to spin. With a 1.20, your car's running a lower gear, so when you shift from second to first, you're not going to spin. You're going to have a lot of grip in the corner, so it's going to push you through the corners. Same thing, third and fourth gear. Really don't fucking matter. I don't know why you put them on the damn game because transmissions only go the second gear. But your rear end ratio, you want it at 4.0. And that is your Jefferson setup. And I keep doing the same shit. I keep going to the damn practice. That's what I want to do. I'm going to leave this track. How many tracks we got down? What, 4 down, 4 to go?
I think so.
Alright, well, let's get this shit kicking because I'm trying to get them done in less than an hour. Las Vegas. Now, Las Vegas is one of my absolute favorite tracks. I love this track. I think it's a very fast, short track. It's a lot of fun. It can be difficult to pass at times, but when you're running with a good group of guys, you know, rubbin's racing, you get your nose under them. It is a lot of fun here. But at Las Vegas, I'm running a 14.278. That's a very fast time. Even though the lobby leaderboards are like a freaking 14.0 when a 13.9 is kind of ridiculous. But that's what happens when you run 100 laps with AI and you just use them as garbage. Why does my beer keep fucking foaming like that? Shit. That's the second time that freaking volcano. Alright.
That just means he's good.
This starting to sound like a damn broken record. Shock settings, 35, 35, 35, 35. I might as well just say 35 for the rest of the damn game. I should look at lawnmower and say, alright, anyhow. Left weight settings, you want 54.2. Your front weight on this track, I know I normally like a higher front weight setting so my throttle dive in, but 48% seems to be where it's at. I mean, my car is comfortable. Here I don't run the inside lane. I like to run in the middle of the track to the high side, so I don't let a ton of weight in my front end. Keep my wedge at about a 49.5. And also, so you know, I don't know if a lot of people know this or not, but the higher you go with your wedge, the tighter your car gets. And it goes the same for your grill tape too. So if you say you put 30% of your grill tape, it's going to make your car tighter. So you'll want to drop your wedge down. Basically, every 10% of grill tape, you want to go down 0.5% of your wedge. That'll keep it equally balanced. But your front and rear ride heights, I run a 5. You can run a 6 on your rear. It's not going to really make too much of a difference. It might give you a little bit more traction coming out of the corner. It just depends on your entry and how much gas you actually throttle into the corner with. Your spring settings, you want to run pretty much the same setup that you're going for all the small tracks. 280 on the front left, 240 on the right front, 220 on the left rear, 260 on the right rear. Your tire settings. Once again, keep it within a 3-point range. You want a 22 on the left front, a 25 on the left rear. Both of your rights are going to be at 30. Miscellaneous settings, you want to run a positive 5 deg, negative 5 deg. Keep your front sway bar at a 1.10, a 1.315. It works, but I feel like you get a little better handle out of your car, being a little bit lower. But like I said, it all depends on you and how you like your car. My rear sway bar on this track, I have a rear sway bar at a 0.6. This track seems to be a loose dirt kind of track. It's more of like a sandy track. So it seems like the front end is, it needs a little bit more play than on other tracks. So I put my rear sway bar at 0.6. You can try it at a 0, wherever you feel comfortable. Track bars, I want them both at 12. Brake bites, you want them at 55. Once again, rotate with 10%. My wheel lock here is an 18, and my gear setup. First gear is a 1.9, second gear is a 0.90, with my rear end at a 5.43. We are going to leave Las Vegas. Now I'm going to drink my beer and see if it explodes on me again. It's the best part about cans, man. That's the best part about cans, is cans don't do that. Oh, you just said it was a lot of work? It is, man. And then, honestly, I'm actually very proud to say that Elite Late Model Racing Club is the very first YouTube channel that you can get all 8 setups in one video. You know why? Because we're different. Yep. I'm trying, man. That's what this club is about, dude. And it's not just me, because if you go in the community and you just put on a community, hey, man, you know, I need help with this track. There's 67 guys in my community right now that'll fucking throw you a setup. Because that's what we do. We just want each other to be the best. We are elite, dude. Elite is top climb. We are the best, okay? That is the point. We all want to run on the top of the game. You can get all these other shitbags in here that want to sell fake setups and all that bullshit. You will never pay for a damn setup through this league. It'll never happen. Because you know what? I'd rather get in a lobby where I've got 12 other guys that are running the same exact lap times as me than to get in the lobby and have one guy run away from me and 5 guys that are way behind me. I like racing. To me, the fun of the game is when you're side by side, 3 wide in a damn corner, and you're both pitched at a 45-degree angle, and you guys are just kicking up dirt. There is nothing better than that feeling. Yeah, dude. Yeah, me too. Me and Rule, we run, dude. We ran a couple times. I know we run it too, man. But I got you. I'm gonna try to do my best to try to help you out to make this better, you know. But David Wallace, man, I ain't letting you fucking beat me like you did on that damn Bristol. Fuck Bristol. I can't stand that track. I can't stand Bristol. I can't stand Richmond.
You think Bristol's bad? Just wait till we come to this track.
Dude, I can't wait for Drebin. I cannot wait for Sunday because Drebin is one of my best tracks. Now, I know that I'm not the best in my community, and I'm not the best in our league. Because, like, Rick RC is... That man is a problem. You know, we all need to really work on him because he is
We need to ban him.
He's starting on the damn pole. That's the problem.
Oh, we're screwed.
Nah, cause you wanna know something? I'm giving you all my setups right now. I'm gonna be working on Drebin because you know what? My 13.011, that's not good enough. I want to see a 12 on my time. And I'm gonna win that damn track. I'm gonna win that. I'm gonna do the best I can. Like, I love that track. I never liked it. When I first started the game, I hated it. But, it's become one of my favorites. Taggart has actually been my favorite track for a while, but, it seems like every time they do a damn update, it just fucks shit up. What's up,
Yeah.
Footworks?
Where you guys at?
We live streaming, man. You want to jump on the channel, dude? I'm giving setups for all 8 tracks in one video. The first time ever on YouTube that someone is giving all 8 setups for every track in one shot.
Oh,
You know
man.
why? Because we elite, baby. Because we the best. Like I said on the community, I'm DJ Khaled of this shit, baby. We the best.
Oh, God. Getting setups for
Fuck
every
that,
track.
man. They got a whole Cowboys bet set that I was gonna buy.
Oh, my God. You really going to have to burn it after this week.
Hey, you can go fuck yourself, talking shit. You
Oh,
got
God.
lucky. You got fucking lucky, dude. Last night I couldn't sleep for shit, so I watched the live stream of our game, and I saw my mistakes. You know what my first mistake was? I fucking played you in the first place. But hey, hold on. Let me get through this. I'm trying to keep all these 8 tracks in less than an hour. All right. So if you want, jump on the live stream. If you need some setups, dude, I'm giving a setup for every track. Very detailed. All right. So hold on, let me get back to this. Fuck, what track are we at? Oh, Richmond? Alright, well, Richmond, alright. So I'm just gonna tell you guys this right now. You can take this setup all you want, but you're on your fucking own, because this track, I suck. I fucking suck at this track. And it might not be my setup, it's probably just my line that I just can't seem to dial it in. But the best I've ran on this track is a 20.8. And that's pretty fucking
It's your setup.
It's pretty... No, I don't think it's my setup. I think it's me. Because I'm not good on the bigger tracks. When there was no setups, when I first bought the game and I ran a stock setup, I used to run really good. I could run like a 21.2. How are you going to tell me that I'm only going to make a 4/10 of a difference with the setup?
Your clips are messed up compared to what mine are. I'm running 311, 810, 6.7, 6.10.
Alright,
And
hold on, let's stop this for a
fives.
second. Hold on, let's stop this for a second. What is your best lap time?
Do you really want to know that?
I didn't ask for a reason. Come on now.
20.412.
20.402. Okay, so you're running. Alright, so everybody, we're gonna make an adjustment here live. Alright, so what are your shock setups, man?
Hold on. My shock settings are 311, 810, 6.7, 6.10. Six, seven, 6.10.
What are your weight settings?
54.2, 48.5. Wedges at 48.5. Front ride height set 5.5. Rear ride height at 5.
Okay. Your spring settings.
My springs, my springs,
You heard it
280,
here
200,
first,
140,
fellas.
8, 200.
You said a 240?
280, 200, 148, and 200.
280, 200.
148 and 200.
Tire settings.
2650, 30, 2750.
You said 26?
Yep, 2650, and then 30, 2750, and then 30.
Okay. Miscellaneous.
Left camber, 5.0. Right camber, -4.15. Front sway bar, 1.5. Rear sway bar, 9. Left track bar, 13.50. Right track bar, 15. Brake bias is at 55. Wheel tube is at 15%. Roll locks at 22, and stern offset all zeros.
Okay. And your gear setting.
First gear, 1.95.
Don't be fucking with me now. You better give me the real shit.
I'm not.
We're
I'm
live
not.
right now. This is big. This is big. Second gear.
I set up 0.95.
What's your rear end?
4.
All right, we're gonna run it. I'm gonna save it right now. All right, so you guys heard it here first. This is Elite Motorsports, Elite Late Model Racing Club. The best of the best. Gel. You know you flip the gel in there. Gel is better.
What in the what?
That was live.
Never
My
mind.
bad. Alright, so we're gonna run a couple laps here live. We're gonna see how shitty I drive. I mean I'm having a fucking bag, so if I can run a fast lap, then hell you guys can kill it.
Now you're
Holy
gonna
shit,
be-
dude, I just went a 19.2.
You're full of shit.
I know. Made you think for a second though, didn't it?
I'm watching the live stream, bud.
Whatever. It's delayed.
No, seriously. You just ran a 23.388. How in the world did you run that?
I ran a 21.08. What are you talking about? 21.08.
Your line is wrong. That's the issue.
20.9.
You get faster.
Almost my fast as that. My fastest is 74.1 and I ran 75.4. I run high to low. Oh, it feels good though. I like the set. It does feel good. Oh, except for right there.
You just gotta get used to it.
Yeah, it does feel smooth though. I mean, my car seems to handle better. I got more grip in the corner. The only thing is I might switch your gear set just a little bit because it doesn't seem like I'm letting it quite high enough. I might drop it down 25. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the pit and I'm gonna adjust the second gear. I'm gonna drop it down just 0.5 and see. Me, I'm a little bit different than a lot of people. I like to run a little bit hotter into the corner, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's see how I run with a 1.95 and a 0.90. So we're gonna fucking kill an hour. We're gonna get past an hour, unfortunately. I apologize to all my viewers, but I can't complain. We get 8 fucking bomb-ass setups.
This setup right here is like 6 in the morning, boy. Got a 5. I used to have the same issue. As you, I was running 24. Oh my god, that ain't out of a shot car.
Yeah, what's that? Yeah, I think I'm running 1.95 now. 28. Awesome. Awesome. And that's David Wallace talking, right?
Yep.
David Wallace, I want to give you a shout out, man. I appreciate it. You just made the setup better, so everybody knows. We can go back to that setup real quick. You want to run this for Richmond. You want to run that 311, 810, 67, 610 for clicks. Weight settings 54.2. Oh, you're gonna have to go back and check it, man. I gotta hustle. We're at 52 minutes, and I still got 4 more tracks to go. We gotta hurry. Weight settings at 54.2. Front weight 48.5. Wedge 48.5. Front ride height 5.5. Rear is at 5.0. Our spring settings are gonna be a 280 on the left front, 200 on the right front, 148 on the left rear, and a 200 on the right rear. Tire setting, we want a 26.50. 30, 27.50, and a 30. Our miscellaneous settings, we're going to run a left camber at 5.0, a right front camber at negative 5, or negative 4.5, I'm sorry. Front sway bar is at 1.50, no rear sway bar. Our track bars are going to be a left in a 13.50, right track bar is at 15.0. Brake bias 55%, road tape at a 15, wheel lock at 22. Gear settings 1.95. You were running a second gear at a 0.95, right?
Let me check.
I'm pretty sure you said a 0.95. I put mine down to a 0.90, and I ran my fastest laps that I ever ran on this track. So we'll leave it up to the spectators. You guys either run the 0.95 or the 0.90. It just depends on how you want to enter your corner. But the 0.90 worked best for me. I ran almost 0.2 faster than my fastest lap. It was pretty cool, and I only ran 4 laps. Rear end ratio 4.0. Let's get the fuck out of here and go back to the next track. My girl is grabbing her titties.
Oh my god.
Hold on. I love it when telemarketers call me. You ready? Here, you guys can get this. Domino's, bigger for delivery. Bitch, I said this was Domino's. You want pickup or delivery? Nah, numero dos up your ass. Fuck you. Stop calling me.
Oh my god.
How about numero uno bicho up your culo?
What in the world? Never mind. Don't answer that question.
Dude, I had a telemarketer call me earlier. I answered the phone and said Domino's pickup or delivery, and they fucking hung up right away. I was like, hell yeah.
I get them Indian people from over in India.
Oh god.
And they call, they call me and say, you haven't paid your taxes in forever. How long? And I tell them to go fuck a goat.
I do not pay taxes. I am you that lives in America.
Go fuck a goat.
Dude, I'm a fucking dick, dude. You don't even know, man. I've called fucking porn things and 1-800 fucking sex hotlines, and I called just to fucking talk shit. My ex was like, dude, why would you spend money on that? I said, because it's just fun, just fucking making someone feel stupid. I said, yeah. I was like, you're really boning, aren't you? And she's like, oh yeah, baby, I'm naked and I'm playing with myself. I said, yeah. I said, I bet you're sitting in your fucking living room next to your fucking desktop computer while you're fucking 7 different mixed kids from 7 different baby daddies are running around the living room. And she was like, that's kind of insulting. I said, it's not insulting, it's just the truth. I said, so how true is it? She's like, well, I got 3 kids from 3 different baby daddies. I said, all right then. So I just proves the point. I said, so why would you do this? She says, because it's good money. She goes, I make $180 a day doing this. I I said, really? I said,
Ooh,
how much time
man.
do you actually have for your children? She's like, well, you know, I spend as much time as I can with them. I said, so you're sitting there and you're moaning on a fucking live line in front of your children. Is that really a good role model? Is that really what your kids you want your kids growing up to do? And she's like, well, that's not the way it is. I don't understand
I
why
thought we
you
were
have to be
getting
such an
the
asshole.
setups. I thought we were doing setups.
Hey, foot, you can shut up. Or you
What
can
the fuck
stick your
happened?
foot in your mouth. Fuck you. Alright, we're in Taggart. I'm not in the lobby, dude. If you want to go on Elite Late Model Racing Club on YouTube, I'm giving out 8 setups. I'm at 56 minutes, 45 seconds live stream, and I am on a mission. Front shock settings for Taggart, 3535. Rear, 3535. Your weight settings are 54.2. Your front weight at 50. Your wedge is at 48.5. And your front and rear ride heights are going to be a 6 and a 7. I run a 17201 on Taggart. Your spring settings. Your fronts are going to be 280 and 220. Similar to the rest. Your rear is going to be 220 and 260. Tire settings. I run a 23 on a left front, 30 on a right front, 24 on a left rear, and a 30 on the right rear. Your cambers, you got a positive 5 and a negative 5 with a front sway bar at a 1.1000. I said 3 O's. A 1.100. There you go. Rear sway bar is a none. Whatever, okay? I like to imply letters in my numbers, okay?
Oh.
Your left track bar is a 12.0. Right track bar is a 15.0. Your brake bias is a 50. Grip tape at a 10. Wheel block, I have a 20 neg. Steering offset and non-existent. First gear, 1.90. Second gear is a 0.95. Why are you bringing me shit to sign while I'm live? Are you shitting me, dude? I am live stream. Shut up! You want to talk shit? You want to talk shit, dude? I can't change this. It's live, dude. This is my actual shit. People see, like, I'm, like, clicking in the lobby. And go, damn, fuck you. Alright, your rear end ratio is a 4.71, or would we call it here in the South,
You
a
said
badunk-a-dunk.
noise is making you slower.
We're gonna run a rear end ratio that is a badunk-a-dunk. That is a big, fat, chunky butt cheek. Alright, so that's Rick
Oh
RC,
my
isn't
God.
it?
That's his girl. You guys need like video cam.
Wait, that's Rule. That's not Rick. That's Rule talking shit. Fuck you, Rule. Yeah, you had to retire the damn flying pickle. Dude, you can't fix a pickle when half the neighborhood's sitting on that shit.
Oh,
It's gonna be too slippery to race.
Fill that pickle juice,
All right,
he
fellas.
said.
I was so close to my elaborated goal of giving all 8 of these setups in an hour. I'm at 59 minutes and 45 seconds, and I've got one setup left to give. So let's get this shit out of here real quick. But this is elite. This is elite, baby. Yes, yes, yes. You get on that Elite Late Model Racing Club YouTube, and you will be gifted to be one of many people that are going to get a setup off the only YouTube channel. They will give all 8 dirt track setups in one video. The first and foremost, Reggie motherfucking Royal, alright? The one that looks out for the community, that looks out for the best interest of the dirt track drivers. I love
He wants you to go slower. So
I
just
prefer
get
a
those
cucumber.
setups in there, and we'll blow by you.
Alright. Alright, well, let's get on it. Alright, we got Texas. Texas here. At Texas, I run a 14.512.
Oh, I got you beat.
I don't give a fuck if you got me beat, because I still beat you on the track.
No, you don't.
Alright, we're going to find out, because we're going to Texas after this one.
Let's go.
I'm depressed. I only have one viewer.
I know. That's why you should get me in that.
That one viewer suit.
That viewer is me.
All right, yeah, and you should be depressed that you're the only person that actually gives a damn. But that's all right, because you know what? My views are going through the roof, son. I'm gonna start applying some of my music. I'm gonna start putting some of my music on here too. And I'm gonna put my music in the background. Like, I'm gonna make a rap video. We're like, yeah, motherfuckers, our shot settings are 35353. Yeah, that's what we do with a 3535 clicks.
What the fuck is dude? No. Don't do any of
Yeah,
that.
buddy. Yo, basically,
Don't do that.
I'm gonna start giving condom setups. I'm gonna rap that shit. Alright.
Did you
Shock
say you're
settings.
gonna give condom
I'm gonna
setups?
start a
Alright.
lobby.
No, you're not. Shock settings for Texas. 3535353. And then we gotta go back to our weight settings. We run at a 54.2 with a front weight of 50.0. Our wedge is at 49.5 with a front ride height at 6.0. Coming in the rear with a ride height of 7.0. We've got our spring settings. That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm aiming for. We got our spring settings at a 280 on our front, and our right front is going to be a 220. Coming in the back on the left, we've got a 240 with the right, following it with a 280. We got our tire settings set at a left front pressure of 22 PSIs, and the right front is at a 30. With the rear coming in behind, on the left we've got a 23, and the right rear is at a 30. Our miscellaneous settings, we have the left front camber at a 5.0, the right front camber coming in at a -5, our front sway bar is a 1.1,
He's on the high
our rear
line.
sway bar is none. We got a left track bar at 11, or our right track bar at 11 with a brake bias at 55. Give me some of that grill tape at 10% with a wheel lock at 20, and following it with the gear settings with a 1.90 first gear and a 0.90 at second. Following up with a rear end ratio with a 5.43. And that is all you'll get from me today. This is Redgyroyal signing out from Elite Late Model Racing Club. You heard it here first. You got the 8 dirt track setups all in one video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Fuck with us.
Footwork.
Fuck with us. You want to fuck with the best? Fuck with Elite. Yes, we do not censor. We're not about being persistent, about being... Oh, hold on. Let's not say swears in our videos. Fuck that shit, dude. We're real people. Real people say real shit. These are real fucking setups.
Hey, and everybody remember,
Doo-doo and
always
fucking
tastes better than asphalt.
All right, fellas. You people have a wonderful night. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy the setups. If you have any questions, if you need any advice on how to adjust the setup to work for you, hey, fuck Santa Claus, man. He's just another fat guy in it over.
Alright, come get your ass whooped.
I just
All right,
shit.
fellas. I'm gonna jump off here because I have people thinking they're gonna whip my ass, so I'm about to go. Maybe I should live stream that so you guys can see how good these setups really work. I will. I'll keep it on the live stream, but I gotta exit out of this one because I don't want people being discouraged seeing there's like a 5-hour long setup fucking video. Alright. Signing off, Redgyroyal. You guys have a wonderful night. Like I said, like, subscribe, leave your comments, any questions, anything that you need, any advice toward the setups to make adjustments for you. God, stop messaging me, people. Shit. Alright, you guys have a great night.